Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm JT, and this is a brand new show here on Entropy Emporium. As you can see down below, it says Dungeons and Dragons this time instead of tabletop RPGs. That is because this is my show. It is a homebrew 5e game. We are using 5e Dungeons and Dragons. It's called the Weirdwilds War. It takes place in a setting I wrote all by my little lonesome. Uh, I am in just a minute. I'm going to give my lovely cast time to introduce themselves and their characters. But first, just a few small housekeeping items. That primarily being that we are running a charity drive for the PCRF right now. That is an ongoing thing that we are kind of just actively doing and promoting at the top of each of our shows. And if you can give, go ahead. We would prefer if you didn't, donate bits or whatever to us, because that just sends money to Bezos, and I don't think he's gonna also donate to our fundraising drive. So it's best to just cut the middleman out and start with that. Along with that Tiltify link, I will also be posting our Discord link where we all hang out and talk about nerdy stuff together. And quite a few people go feral over their game characters in the public channels. It's really fun to watch. We have a good time over there. So feel free to come hang out and join us. But I think without further ado, I'm going to let my cast introduce themselves and who they're playing. And we are going to go ahead and start with Kay.
Hey, well, I am Kate Purcell. I do video games by day and TTRPG stuff every chance that I get otherwise. My pronouns are she and they. You can find me across the internet at KDamphyr, KAYDAMPHYR, or over on my channel, Chaotic Wholesome Presents, where we do all sorts of TTRPG stuff and the weekly table talk show, as well as over at the I Know This Game that I've been playing for nearly 2 years, the Emergency Power Podcast, which is a homebrew Starfinder campaign. But here, I'm going to be playing Brandon. Brandon's a ranger, and he's interesting. And you'll learn more about him soon.
Absolutely wonderful. We are going to send it on over to Mika.
Hi, I'm Mika. I do things. My pronouns are he, him. I am the co-creator of the Crit Award nominated channel Roll D5. So you can catch me on there. You can catch me on Talking XP, where I play Citrin, reborn cleric in a Curse of Strahd setting. Or you can catch me on The Heart is a Dungeon, a sad little podcast about Fae. And I am a Fae crow named Lala Lemon, who smokes and is very unintentionally chaotic. Today, for you, I am playing the Warforged Paladin, Lemon Sour, whose pronouns are it, they.
All right, and we are going to send it on over to Gina.
Hey, I'm Gina. She, her. I don't do a lot of things. You will find me here, mostly. I will be playing Adela Rosane, also she, her. She has a horse. It's the most important thing.
Nice.
All right, and last but not least, that brings us to B.
Hi, my name is B Zelda. My pronouns are they, them. I am a TTRPG professional, streamer, sensitivity consultant, writer. I like to wear a lot of hats, but today I am wearing some ears. Definitely no ears under here. They're all the way up there. Why aren't my headphones up there? We don't ask those questions. I am joining y'all playing Fern. I think we're going to use she, they. Harengon artificer that we are all going to learn about together.
Absolutely delightful. And of course, as always, I'm JT. I am not the dungeon master. I am instead, this time, the proprietor, who you may or may not hear more about as time goes on. But in the meantime, welcome to Nexafel, everybody. This is a pretty stock standard fantasy world, except for one small issue. The planes are gone. The decade or so prior to the events of this game, something strange happened. The Faeborn woke up one day, and their magic, very briefly, stopped working. They thought nothing of it when it came back, but they found they could not return to the Feywilds. One of the gates that they had built in the continent of Nexifel, not to be mistaken for the world of Nexifel, was inoperable. And then something weirder happened. Their elderly, who had passed their torches down and made the necessary arrangements to pass on into their next life, didn't die. All Fey creatures stopped dying. 100 years of age should kill just about anybody. Humans and elves and dwarves know that all too well, but elves just aren't anymore. Furthermore, all of these scholars that have been studying magic for centuries and learning to tame it in Caldera Brass noticed that their magic started to feel just a little bit to the left, as they described it. The world has changed, and recently the Faygate has reopened to a new place. A place that they are just calling the Weird. Now, nobody who's anybody knows what's going on behind there because, well, the leaders of the component countries that control that gate are keeping it quiet. They are sending artificers in. Very few are coming back out, but they are coming back with a new substance. It is a mystery substance to the citizens of the world. But we don't care about that. We care about the roiling thunderstorm over the country of Taiyunen, a small country to the south of the Faygate, and a small mountain pass away. We find thunder cracking the sky, and the beating of rain soaks the top of the caravan that our heroes find themselves in. None of you really know your fellow passengers, but you do know you have something in common with them. This caravan is headed to Gorashin, the capital of Taiyunem, and maybe the hub of the world, as some economists and scholars might call it. Traveling with strangers is no walk in the park. Tensions are high, but the alternative just seems to dissuade those hesitations. If it weren't for the imperceptible changes in the people of this world by the exodus of the plains, changes that have led Nexifel and its residents to be more wary and suspicious of their neighbor, the actions of the Scarlet Battalion and King Cantor being business as usual might seem as normal as the rising of the sun in the day. The hooves of the hard-working horses of your caravan are squishing and thudding against the packed mud that comprises the main road of Taiyunem. In the distance, only two lights indicate the presence of a small farm town, the farm town of Sivandur, who are heading east. The windows of the Taciturn Tavern are the only beacons that guide your caravan's way, otherwise the road might be lost with the forest floor. The Caravaneer, Freak, a small rat folk, is the primary leader of the caravan. This is how he makes his killing. He travels between the two borders of Taiyunem, and you hear him shouting orders to his men as y'all are brought into town. We move through this caravan. We see a variety of mercenaries and put-out-looking citizenry. There are 4 individuals that stand out among the rest. We find a woman who I will let be described in a moment in armor identifiable to all the citizens of Taiyunem as armor of that of the Scarlet Battalion. Why a battalionier might be traveling with them and where she got this horse. Probably a cavalry horse of some kind, you might imagine. But, Gina, if you would describe Adela Rolzane to us, and what are you doing?
I think Adela given she's very attached to her horse. It's a massive, perfectly white thing. Majestic, beautiful, prototypical horse in your mind. Um, I imagine she has unfortunately chosen to ride through the rain because she has a horse and she is a member of the Scarlet Battalion, and it is her sworn duty, blah blah blah, etc., to put up this front. And she has her armor. She's in a half plate, very it's kind of really intimidating. She over that though, she has her, I think it's a green cloak, I think it was.
Mhm.
She is actually an elf, a very fey-ish elf, or used to be. Who knows what we are these days, you know? Today she is in her spring look. It's very green. She is a what people would say handsome woman, but otherwise a little unremarkable, except for the fact that she is a Lodrin, or an elf from planes that apparently don't exist anymore. She's very dour, very trying to look very proud while also looking like a drowned rat. Not That's not anything against our caravan leader here, but very drowned rat looking here in the rain. Just trying to be unobtrusive because she's here by herself and she can sense things are very tense, very quiet.
Freak was actually quite happy to hear that a member of the Scarlet Battalion was interested in traveling with them on the Lone Road. Of course, he tried to sell it to you as you need the protection too, lass.
A little condescending, but it's not untrue, honestly.
No, no, we all work together. As long as you pull your weight, I won't have to necessarily charge you for the trip fee.
She doesn't. She doesn't want to make trouble. It's just very. Okay. Okay. Of course. And I won't have to report anything to, the battalion, I'm sure.
The battalion will find nothing out of the miss here. I assure you, I run a very proprietary, upstanding business to cross this beloved country of ours.
Mm, I'm sure. I'm sure. Very sure.
And allow you to ride your horse and travel with the caravan he has, completely free of charge.
I have only so much of a stipend, so happy about that.
Of course. And it seems like you guys will be coming to a stop soon in this town. Appears to be one of Freak's quick stops. Give you guys a bed and some shelter rather than camping out in this kind of weather. Um, Certain assurances that make the trip take just a little bit longer if you take a certain exit of the main road, but the promise of shelter and protection from the various not so nice residents of the road. It's usually worth the extra day or two of travel.
Oh, I'm very familiar.
Absolutely. After all, it is your sworn duty to patrol the road and make sure that things are orderly. But we pull away from our protector, riding upon a white steed, ever the beacon of someone who's had a rough time, but is still very well ordered with the Scarlet Battalion. We're going to move across the caravan to one of the more civilian carriages, covered, and inside we find B, if you would describe your character.
There is a medium-sized herringon, so rabbit folk, brown fur, probably like a lighter snoot, and dark paws, dark tips of the ears. Um, if you really noticed, I assume all Herringon pants are fit for their little tail tufts. Fern's is just a little singed, and there's little singe marks all across their outfit, their fur. They're wearing an oversized tweed jacket. Doesn't fit. It has been patched up, sewn up, but it looks cozy enough for a caravan adventure in the pouring rain. Fern has glasses that have been taped together, glued together with magic and like sticky stuff found in forests. At this point, they're really just held together with hope. Uh, I think they have probably a belt of just pouches of stuff. And sitting in this inside of the caravan, they have a massive book that is like it was originally like a medium-sized book, just large cover, and it has been filled with notes and drawings and sketches and ideas, while other pages have been accidentally ripped out, got a lot of water damage. So it's a well-loved book that they kind of hold and they're going through while sitting on this caravan.
Absolutely. I think, at least very clear to one of your carriage mates, who would very clearly to you also be a student of Caldera Brass, uh, is kind of just watching the book itself, not necessarily watching you, but seems very just intrigued by your journal. It is rare to see a student of Caldera Brass out of the school, unless, of course, they are on their. Uh,
I wrote the word down. What is it?
um,
It's like courser. Oh my god.
yes, courser. Courser is your. It would be your grade if they were a courser.
Yes.
It is the senior of this school. Essentially, you are out here to prove that you know your stuff, and you are here to make. I'm quoting just the rubric for this particular year of school. You are here to make your great discovery as proof of graduation,
Mm-hmm.
whatever that may be. And based on what you've heard, it's not necessarily supposed to be a great discovery. It's more up to interpretation than the professors would have you believe. The thing that is striking you about your particular carriage mate is that they are one of the schools of magic. They are studying one of the schools of magic that isn't allowed to leave Caldera Brass in their senior year.
Ooh. What
Um,
school of magic is that?
they, on their side, they are a human. On their side, they carry a crystal ball, and you can see a deck of cards tucked into their cloak, very clearly outlining they are an Evermage. They study divination.
Oh, that's so cool. Um, okay, and this is the one that's kind of like looking at my book.
If you've opened it at all, you would have
Oh
noticed
yeah.
that he craned his neck to sort of try and get a look at what you were studying. He does not seem to know what exactly your class is, but he is trying to figure it out.
Do you wanna do you wanna read?
Oh, no. Sorry. I was just. What do you? I've never seen that kind of paper outside of Caldera Brass. What are you studying?
Oh, well, I'm a maker mage. But I'm kind of in the phase where I just document everything, and then I take that knowledge and data, and eventually I'll do something with it. Right now, it's just kind of scary to do anything else, but I got a lot of information.
Oh, okay. Have you made your great discovery yet?
I've discovered stuff. Like, I found this rock that moved on its own. I once came across something that was in the water that also flew. I mostly just drew a picture of it. I've figured out a cloud that took the shape of a musical instrument I thought of. I've discovered things. I just don't think that they're the things that would really be like a good discovery, like the discovery you still read about in textbooks.
I see. I
You know?
understand. No,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. It's a big deal to be on your courser.
Is that what you're doing?
Oh no, nothing of the like. I'm out on special request by a general.
Oh? Do you what's up? Not that I want to know, but like I am very curious. I won't write it down. I just kind of like, what is your mission?
I'm not supposed to talk about it till I get there.
But you've already started talking though, so if you don't stop and you keep talking until you get there, technically it's a continuation of your conversation there.
Actually, I think we can make a roll here. We can make a first roll of the game if you want to roll me persuasion.
Oh, thank you for asking for oh no. Oh gosh. So yeah,
It's gonna set the tone.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
can do
Uh-huh.
it. No pressure, no pressure.
Yeah.
Not known for my charisma.
Don't heck it up.
It's rolling. Oh, I have a Christmas dice. Is that a 2 or a 20? It's a 2. I rolled a 0 total.
Listen, we need to get. You're just getting them out now. This is so that when it's important.
Remember
No,
2
that
minutes
just set
ago
the
when this
tone
was going to
for-
set the tone?
Yeah.
But now we're getting them out.
We gotta stay positive.
Plenty of time to work our way up to a 20.
You say this to him, and you're sort of looking at him. You see that in his eyes, one of them is a sort of maybe just a little bit too bright of a blue, and you see it sort of sparks up a little bit before he closes his eyes, shakes his head, and says, "I can't talk about it, or I will probably be executed. I don't know what they do to people who do high treason, but I can't talk about it. I'm sorry. I'm sure that whatever you're discovering is going to be life changing, but
Yeah, no, that's okay. Fine. Do you wanna? Can you read my fortune?
do you want a fortune read?
Yeah.
Sure, absolutely. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Fern. No last name. Trying to disassociate from the family.
Okay, sure. My name is Arlen.
Nice to meet you. I'll extend a paw with like. There's something very specific about burnt hair. It does this thing to your hair. I assume also with fur, where like it seals the ends. So like Fern's paws just have these weird little like crunchy burnt fur bits. It's not the best handshake.
He seems he's amicable to shake your hand. He does, but he seems very off put by the texture. Okay. B, I'm gonna need you to pick a number between 1 and 12, and then tell me over under.
I pick 11 under.
Okay.
Oh gosh, I should have gone more even.
Okay. He pulls out a deck of cards, a set of tarot cards. You've seen these before. They're sold at the student union in Caldera Brass, which is a floor that is way too damp to be selling books and cards out of, because it's the only floor that is underneath the typhoon that the tower sits in. You see he lays out a few cards, 3 in a row upside down, and he flips them all over. You see he has pulled the tower, the magician, and a 4 of cups in reverse. He gets wide-eyed, scoops the cards up quick as he can, reshuffles the deck, and puts the deck back in his pocket, and he looks at you and he says, "It's going to be an interesting year."
Oh, is that the whole? That's how you do it?
Yeah, no, I mean, there's more. It's a bumpy road, and the weather conditions aren't, I wouldn't call
Optimal?
them happy weather conditions for like divining. There's a lot of factors that go into it. I wouldn't take too much stock in it. You're you're gonna have an interesting year.
All right. That's pretty vague, but thanks. I guess if you need me to make something for you in the future, I'll make sure it kind of does the trick, but you're not really sure.
Okay. That's actually very good because I'm going to introduce just a tiny baby homebrew mechanic. If you want to write down somewhere that you have a point with Arlen for offering to make him something,
Ooh, heck
come
yes.
here, buddy.
Mm.
Here you go. Hi. Oh,
Oh,
Say
buddy.
hello to the baby.
Oh my goodness. Perfect kitty.
He's here, so we have to have just a little bit of tater time. Uh, but yeah, you see that he is. I would say pleased. He's very flattered that you would offer something like that to him as a fellow student. Um, and we're gonna go ahead. Ooh, sorry, buddy. Watch your tail.
Tater said, I want to knock that over.
Yeah, he's like, I got an opinion on this.
He's got opinions. We're gonna pan away from that carriage to find another carriage. I think maybe closer to the front. I would wager that's where our next two characters would like to sit. They are sitting together. Um, I will let you go in whichever order you would like. Kay and Mika, if you guys would like to describe your characters and what they're doing.
yeah, I can go
Tuesday.
first.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, so first is this Warforged. He is a lemon sour model, which is pretty new, a little experimental. And because of that, it is very bare bones. The most notable things about it are the glaive it has that it's holding, and the orb that it has in its center. It's part cleaning orb, got to keep the armor nice and shiny. But it also has like what looks like a tiny little plant inside growing. He's equal parts metal and wood, and that's mostly it. It's very he's This Warforge was created by the artificers in Mountain Home for the war in Furor. And so it's a little odd that it is currently in this carriage ride, in this caravan, specifically with Kay's character.
So yes, sitting next to Lemon is probably one of the more interesting personas you will see in this caravan. At first glance, it's kind of this like husky, stocky half orc, green skin, this kind of messy hair pulled back in a man bun, fairly large tusks that match the same color as their horns. And yes, it's this appears to be a half orc with both tusks and horns. He has these solid black eyes with gold little kind of halos, and dressed in leather armor with a longbow kind of held across, a couple weapons at the side, and this short Christmas tree shaped little green tail poking out from underneath the leather jerkin, and these little tiny hand sized wings, webbed wings, peeking out of his shoulder blades. And yeah, appears to be half orc, half tiefling, something in there, thick brows, and has seemed to pay no notice to all of the tension in the caravan. And much to the dismay of everyone except for maybe Lemon is also annoyed. Sitting in here and has a good berry, kind of rolling it between his fingers. Like, so yeah, then like there were these like good berries, and I'd never actually seen like a bush before, and has just been talking non-stop.
Lemon is pretty into it. Uh, honestly, Lemon is not very old. So honestly, this is its probably first friend because it's not very old. And it is just nodding along. Oh, you okay? Tell me more. Beep boop. Because
Well,
for whatever
yeah.
reason, whoever created lemon sour as a joke or they thought it was necessary, just every so often it says beep boop.
And yeah, Brandon is just still just going and just yeah. So like, so they never like and so what these like I don't know. Do you eat like? Because I know I asked you before if it was offensive to ask, and you said it wasn't. But like just like you're
Mhm.
like mostly made of wood, so like I don't know if you
Yeah.
need to eat, but like one of these will make you not have to eat. And the
Mhm.
whole time he's talking, he's gesticulating with one hand, and then is also just occasionally runs it over what appears to be if a house cat is curled up into the ball like that size of this crystalline egg in a baby Bjorn sitting
Mhm.
across his middle.
Beautiful. I can eat. I have the capacity to eat. I don't
Oh,
want to eat.
oh. is is there a reason you don't want to eat? Because like
I've just
eating's
never thought
great.
about it.
Can you like taste?
Let's find out. Lemon is going to take the good berry from you. Not really ask, just do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then nom nom nom. I'm going to roll a d6. Evens, lemon can taste it. Odds, lemon cannot. Evens. Lemon begins describing. It's a little gooey,
Uh-huh. Well, that's not a
just a little
taste. That's like a
tart.
sensation. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That.
yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
The skin is interesting. I
Uh-huh.
feel my health go up, which is an odd
Yeah.
sensation. Beep boop. Mm,
Does health
I'm
go
not
up?
I'm not against the eating.
Well, okay, so that's like just like a good berry. Like there
Mhm.
are other things you can eat that taste like even better. Like good berries are pretty great,
What?
right? But like also, so like here's the
What else
thing.
is there?
I mean, lots there are brownies, man. There are
What?
brownies.
What's a brownie?
Do you know what chocolate is?
No, this is overloading me.
Okay, let's not we'll figure that out later. But I got to tell you, I've been studying that good berry.
Hmm.
I think I figured out how to make good berries even better.
How? I'd be very interested in that.
So I've been studying like my own strain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think I can make like goodest berries or like good berries.
Good. Good. Hold on.
I gotta do some splicing, right? And like this climate is like really not good for it, but I think
Let
I
me
can.
I think I need to absorb this all. I need to delete some battle tactics. Hold on. Please hold.
Okay.
I feel like this sort of
Um
thing is also why Adela is not in the caravan. She's
I
outside in
imagine
the
it.
rain.
I
You
imagine
started
it.
in the carriage, but Brandon spent the last 3 days straight talking about good berries.
And and also the weather. Brandon, it is cold.
Weather.
It is wet. Why is the weather so bad? It was like fall and like warm and like great. Why is it suddenly like raining and like gross?
are we speaking in Imperial or Teneber?
We would have when we first met, Brandon would have first started in Tinniber, but has since and like when you met other people, like Brandon would have been like, "Oh, we're all doing Imperial, okay."
Excellent.
As you guys attempt to bring joy to lemon sour with the beauty of eating food,
Flavors, man.
you would hear Freak shout out to the rest of his men. Uh, All right, it's time to halt the carriage. We're stopping for the night here. And you hear a little, just a small squish as he lands off of his horse, and then a few pitter patters as he comes around to the back of the carriage where you two are sitting, Brandon and Lemon Tower, throws the flap open. His fur is soaked. It is raining hard right now. Right, time to get in. We're at the tavern. They got hot food. She knows I'm coming. It's okay. She's prepared to feed you on my dime. You paid for the trip. That's good enough.
Do you need like a towel?
Oh, I just shake it out inside. Doran won't mind much. Rain's good
Okay.
for the perpetual stew, you understand. Good flavor.
That doesn't seem very sanitary, but okay.
I'm a clean rat, am I?
Dot, just say it. That's just I. Come on, Lemon.
I'm one
Okay.
inside. Now,
What
you
is
two
shaking it out?
especially, rightly keep your heads down and do not let me catch you wind, giving Doran any trouble. I
Why
No,
would
I only
I?
give trouble on the battlefield.
like your
Boo.
attitude, lad.
Yeah, I don't have trouble.
Right. Well, Doran's very special to this caravan, alright? Just make sure you don't upset her too much, because I'd like to keep having her business.
Oh, it's like a lady friend.
No, nothing like that.
Like what?
I wouldn't worry about it too much. Brandon can explain it to you in great detail inside.
Okay.
And Freak will turn and pitter patter away. Fern, you would hear the same thing. Throws the flap open. Right, time to go inside. Tavern. Welcome to the Taciturn Tavern, my friends.
You.
It's very cozy inside. There will be a perpetual stew on. I think Doran
cool.
messaged she got some right proper deer and a few good. Buddy, okay, bye. Just came to say hi.
Scream and then leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Relatable.
Anyway, she's got the right of it. Make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you. This has been a bumpy and rainy ride, but it has been it has taken us to the location near where I want. So thanks. That's cool. I think your patronage is great. Nope, thank you. I'm leaving. And Fern hops away.
Adela Freak just looks at you and sort of gestures for you to go inside the tavern as well.
Little 2-finger salute. Already tired of sitting out in this rain.
There is a stable for you to saddle up your horse in. That will keep him out of the rain for the night, at the very least. You see that Freak has gone to one of the back caravans and is pulling out some various boxes to hand off to his men. Boxes that are bigger than him, I might add. It seems that Freak is a rat of many strengths. You guys enter the Taciturn Tavern. It is, for a small town tavern, surprisingly well kept. The floors are smooth and glossed over with some sort of a resin or wax. The tables are furnished with tablecloth and the chairs are cushioned, and the bar is this very fine mahogany, completely sealed and everything. They even have a tap. So instead of just having the barrels on the back wall, they have a simple lever that they can pull and pour whatever ale suits your needs. Inside this tavern, though, are the usual suspects of a farm town. There is an old miserly man. There is a young bardling attempting to make his name here so that he might go on to greater song and poetry alike on the stage. And your fellow caravaneers. Arlen, the scholar, has taken a seat. You see Freak eventually comes in and moves to the back kitchen where Doran, this big, brawny woman, wide shoulders and very thick forearms, sort of gestures, takes the boxes off of Freak's hands and begins to move them in the back. As you guys sit down, bowls of food are brought to you. This perpetual stew that Freak had mentioned, each laid in front of you. The waiter, Lemon Sour, stops at you and hesitates for a moment.
No. It eats now. It's great. You're gonna love that. And like elbows Lemon a
I'm-
little too hard.
I'm discovering taste.
Okay. He puts the bowl of stew down in front of you, Lemon Sour, and then pours you a glass of water too, sort of just like looking between you and Brandon for approval of this. And when he's done, he moves on. You guys are met with a well kept meal. Um, this is maybe the best food you've had in days because all Freak's been feeding you is bread and whatever stale things he could scrounge up when he sent his men hunting.
Stale deer, yes.
Doran, once the boxes have been moved into the back, Doran begins tending bar, and you guys are free to bill about, socialize if you would like for the time being. I leave it to you.
I mean, the way I kind of immediately imagined Fern's interaction with like being served food, it's kind of like that like being at school for the first day when everybody else has kind of already figured it out. They have their cliques and everything. So like when the caravan kind of unloads and everybody's got it seated, everybody kind of has a table. They have their group. Somebody might have to grab a couple extra chairs. That table might be bigger. That table only has 3 people, but everybody's taking their chairs. And then Fern is kind of looking around with their bowl, and she's just like, oh no, there's nowhere for me to sit.
I imagine there's empty seats around Brandon because everyone knows
Yeah.
Brandon talks.
I will say, Adela is probably doing Strider in the corner.
Dark.
Mhm.
I mean, if there's an opening around Brandon, then like Fern will look around like, oh, I wonder why. Okay, and then managing a big book and the bowl of soup. Well, it spills a little bit. They're gonna kind of come over. Is the seat taken?
Oh, hey, no. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Brandon, but
could
you can call me Brandon.
hi.
This is Lemon.
Hi.
Hail and well met.
The soup is hot. Could I just like sit at this table and share the space?
Yeah.
Just gonna. Okay, plunk. Soup spills. It's like it's still in the
Oh,
bowl,
ugh.
but that's fine. That's fine. I'm just I'll just kind of it's on my fur. It's fine. Oh, the book. Shake it out back into the bowl. Okay, we're good. We're good. Hi. My name is Fern. No last name. I don't have a family. I do, but I don't. I just is this a good start?
Lemon
Hi.
pours some of his stew on him, thinking that's is this
Oh
normal?
no, do you need a kerchief? I only have the one. It's kind of it's soaked in rain.
Oh no, it's fine. His orb glows and the soup's gone.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like really magical. It's great.
Huh. I mean, do you know prestidigitation? Whisper it.
I think I met her once.
Oh, I don't know her. Are you? You said your name was what? Yellow?
Lemon.
Lemon.
I'm a lemon sour model.
Oh, I'm gonna
This-
learn about you next semester. Huh? Well, not you, but like more about like the. Oh, I think I got to finish eating my soup.
Okay.
Cool.
Would you call this delicious?
Oh, it's It's salty.
That's what that is. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's got some depth, you know. It's probably those perpetual soups. It's just it's a lot of shaken water, you know. It's a lot of shaken water into the soup.
It's something.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
yeah,
It's better than
It
bread and
just-
hardtack.
it just
Brandon's
it
like,
takes a big bite.
Your third bowl.
yeah, like eating like a horse. And again, I think at this point you notice that like tusks, but also the upper teeth are very sharp. Like little bitty fangies up top too.
So, if you don't mind me asking, Mr. Brandon.
Oh no, mister. It's
No?
Brandon.
Oh, okay. Do you are you of the there is like the prey and predator. Do you are you like a carnivore? Do you like I'm just learning. I'm making discoveries.
Well, I like meat,
Uh-huh.
but I also like good berries.
Whoa. That's very omnivore.
Yeah.
Okay.
guess.
Wow. I didn't think I was gonna learn so much already today.
So you're like a student or something?
Yeah, I'm in my last year. I'm not like I haven't snuck out or anything. This is I got the form signed and everything.
I'm not gonna tell on anyone.
Okay, it's really scary going out. There's a lot that could go
Really?
wrong, and like, oh yeah, I'm on a discovery journey, just discovering stuff.
That's cool. I discovered a lot of stuff in the mountains.
Could you tell me?
And poor Lemon hears it all over again.
Yeah.
So like we went up like normally like okay, so you know what good berries are. Normally like it's like a druid thing, but like we went up into the mountain and it got like high enough that there were like good berry bushes, right? And so like
Whoa.
then this like sergeant was like, wow, I've like
During-
never seen one. I thought that only like druids could like make those, right? And then like
okay.
and then
So
I found
I think during this, Lemon's head turns like very unnaturally, like not quite like 90 degrees, but looks over at Adela and hail and well met.
Dilla's been like conspicuously tracking this conversation. So she's like a little startled to be like addressed at all. It's like that thing where you're like leaning a little too close at the restaurant to like the next table. Like that's what she's been doing. It's very like, hello, yes, hi.
Hello, would you like to converse and share a meal? Beep boop.
Not particularly.
You seem to be staring and listening anyway.
You're all very loud. I'm sorry to say.
If we add your quietness, it might turn down our decibel levels.
I don't know that that's how
Like
that
a
works.
median.
I don't think sound averages out that way. I'm sorry to say.
Making note. I'm not a sound model.
This is getting like I think she feels at this point. You've all gotten really quiet. Like it's like that weird thing where it's like, you know, this is how I'm imagining it actually. Like, you know, when you're at like a place and then there's like this really loud group and then all of a sudden they're like not loud and then everybody else in the restaurant also stops talking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm imagining that's what's happening because all of a sudden none of you three are very loud characters. I love that. I feel like
think Brandon is still going.
Yeah.
Like everyone like Fern has like looked away and towards you and Brandon's like, I don't remember if he was a sergeant or if he was a lieutenant. I get but there was also ghost flower, which like those burn in like mana lamps and they do this cool blue flame, and I'd also never seen one of those growing wild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Has not noticed.
I will
I'll
say
grab
like
drinks for everyone.
the mention
sorry, go ahead.
No, The mention of like there being like a sergeant or a lieutenant, and these two are clearly not from around here. You know what I mean? So I think she will be like, maybe some company is good, and she'll like take up her things. She doesn't have a lot of things. It's literally just like the bowl of soup that she has not touched, and slide up and
Her
try
most
to.
important possession,
Yeah, I mean,
most treasured. Yeah.
Especially after
treasures.
riding out in the rain.
She's still very wet. She's tracking water everywhere.
On those clean floors.
Oh.
Slide up. Not really say anything to stop Brandon midstream here.
Hi.
Hi.
I was trying to document everything that he was saying, but it hasn't stopped. I don't have anything else to add. It's just like adjectives, descriptions of things that have been described. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. But thank you for sitting at this table. I feel less No, nobody ever joins a table I sit at, so it's nice. My name is Fern. Okay, wow, Brandon. Yeah, my name is Fern.
Hello. I think she's realizing very quickly that she's the adult at this table. It's not. The regret is immediate.
And then like the carriage was bigger on the inside, which was really confusing because like, oh hey, hi.
Hello. Your friend has invited me to sit here.
Well, that's
Yellow
great.
one.
It's nice to meet you.
That's lemon.
Yes.
I'm
a
learning
lemon
about
sour model.
lemon. Oh
Hailing
yes.
well met.
What do I know about lemon sour models?
Go ahead and make me I want to say history, or I will also give you Arcana, if whichever's higher for you.
They're the same for me. Let's see. I'll do an Arcana.
Sure.
Oh, that's so bad. That is a nat 1 for a total of 3.
Oh,
These rolls, yo!
Wait,
What? Get him out! Get him out!
You don't know where the robots come from.
why would I? Actually, for real, why would
They're
I?
not something you've specifically ever had to interact with. The way that these things, these warriors, are manufactured is very, very proprietary. You would imagine up to, if not right at King Cantor's level of clearance for this sort of information,
Which I don't have, so.
which you definitely do not have, almost certainly.
Okay.
would you like some ale?
Some ale? No, not really. I'm not much of a drinker.
Some grog?
It's essentially the same thing.
Some
Offer
water. Some water.
I've had some things.
I hear living beings require a lot of water.
There's been a lot of water these past few days, if you haven't noticed.
No, that's fair.
I mean,
I'm
normally
trying to
you're
be
supposed
welcoming.
to like drink it and not wear it.
In certain areas, the water isn't always extremely potable. You should boil the water before you drink it directly from the sky. I mean, like in this area, you can drink it from the sky, but I have researched there's very specific areas where the water is just no good to drink from the sky.
Microplastics.
So, why are you 3 in this going to the capital? Interesting lot.
And
Go ahead.
I think like
You
Brandon
can never stop talking, Brand. Like
No, Brandon is actually going to let Lemon answer, but I think the two of you notice they kind of runs a hand over the egg, and it's this weird like crystalline. And as he runs a hand across it, like in a almost like petting a cat, the color shifts behind his fingers and goes almost like this oil slick of it's black iridescent rainbow for a moment and then turns green, like the color of his hand, and then kind of fades away.
Ooh.
Back to crystalline.
So shiny.
Very shiny.
I
Fern
am
notes
escorting
furiously.
Brandon.
Hmm. Unusual.
And we
Oh.
met on the beach when I came upon land.
You a sailor?
No, I was just shipped inland from Mountain Home.
Oh.
Yes, and Brandon was the first creature that I met. And obviously, it must have been my point of contact. And I was told that we were heading towards the capital.
Hmm.
Are you delivering your babe, your shiny babe? Shiny?
It's an
Hmm.
egg.
I will
Okay.
say this point of reference for the audience and the party. Uh, Even Brandon right now, egg is all you could truly say for certain about what this thing is. Maybe even just egg shaped. It is. None of you have ever seen anything like this before.
A good question. The intelligence that I've written down, would any of this sound even vaguely related to whatever it is? 'Cause I have this.
No.
No? Okay. Just checking.
If you're talking about the same intelligence that I think you're talking about, no.
Yes. The stuff that I'm supposed to deliver.
No, this has very little to do with that particular
Okay.
bit of info.
Okay. Just sussing this out. Because this is a very unusual situation.
Brandon,
Okay.
Yeah.
you have the highest passive perception in your party at 17.
Yes.
You are the only one who notices out of the corner of your eye as you guys are sort of getting acquainted. This young man, Arlen, for your edification, is looking at a small crystal and sort of just not under the table, but sort of off to his side, does a little 3, 2, 1 countdown, and a very old man comes barreling through the door of the Taciturn. He is inconsolably shouting. The kids were out. They were playing in the rain, and they went by the cemetery, and they just disappeared. They went gone. I didn't hear or see anything. It was much too dark. The children are out. They're gone. They've disappeared. We need help immediately.
Dilla's like, ugh.
Just then, from the back of the house, you hear a clattering and a clanging. Freak comes sprinting into the main room and looks to Doran. Just a minor problem with our shipment in the back. It would seem that it's been stolen right under our noses. Doran gets a very concerned look on her face, of course, as she turns to the town guards who are sitting at the bar. She snaps for them to go investigate in the back, and then she scans the crowd. She clocks, I think specifically Adela, of course. You're a lawmaker, lawkeeper.
Whoa, you're a cop?
Narc.
That's what the armor is for.
I knew
Very
that.
very slowly getting. Gosh, she's not getting paid for this. That she is. Yeah.
I know it's outside your line of duty. I will offer you a crisp 20 gold if you can go get those kids back.
Supposed to be doing it, so very slowly get up. She will grab whatever ale is on the table now. Knock that back.
That
Brush
was
off.
my-
All right. Off she goes, not quickly, toward the front door.
Let me assist, new friend.
Sure.
And Lemon Sour just plops its hands on the table shakes it, stands up, and Lemon, I think, is like 6'2". So,
Oh yeah.
well, towering, imposing. It grabs its halberd, uh, big old thing. Um, Despite Lemon Sour not being much to look at itself, um, the halberd, it's simple yet elegant, nice design on the halberd. And I think like written on the side, probably you'd have to really look to notice it, is a name. The halberd has a name, Diarmud.
As she's going, she's really like standing up properly for the first time. Back hurts from all this horse riding. She is 5 flat. So that's what we're dealing with here. We are 5'0", 6'2". That's where we are. She has a little saber, like strung across her lower back, and she has a pistol right above it. And then she also has a hand axe that's not nearly as nice as this halberd, but it's got this nice little green leather grip with a nice little filigree on the head, strapped to one side. And, well, I'd appreciate the help, I guess. Just kind of does a little. Anybody else want to come for these poor children?
Brandon,
Brandon,
I'm escorting
that's-
you. You should
yeah,
come
that's-
with me.
That's your
Yeah,
escort.
I'll be right there.
Okay.
And does start to stand up, but is moving a little slowly.
I can come for observation.
Okay.
I
Does
am
not sound
equipped.
helpful, but okay.
I think observation is important. They went missing. You must perceive them so they can be found and returned.
Whoa! Are you like a bard? Are you like gonna tell our story?
The music stops immediately.
No. It's more like I might like make a footnote about you in my textbook.
While this is going on, and Dilla's doing her whole like, so anyone else want to help these children? Could I, like, what's the mood here? Like, is this she doesn't want to be doing this by herself? Like, what is the general?
I will leave it to your new friends here to discuss their mood, but the general mood of the tavern is they're citizens. What are they supposed to do?
Yeah. What
It's
about
that
like?
sense of like what's that feeling when you've kind of given up? Like, this has happened before. So they're just like,
Resignation.
Yeah,
Yes,
resignation.
yes.
Yeah, they're pretty resigned to this.
Like, this happens a lot. Vibe.
No, like you're a Scarlet Battalion. They're
Oh.
just regular people.
What about like the people who like actually live in this town? Like, how many of those are? There's also this weird like how concerned. Also, when this is a separate thing. When we talk about these boxes being stolen, how legitimate of business does that seem to me?
You should make an insight check about it.
An insight check?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Actually, this is gonna be given my history.
Mm-hmm.
Would I have advantage on this, given my general history of a person that you know?
You know what? I won't give you advantage. I will give you a +2 circumstance.
Okay.
bonus.
Oh God, so bad.
It's really.
I rolled
good,
a
right?
3 + 1 + 3, so that is what?
That's
6.
six.
That is a 6. I'm
Oh
not
my
from
gosh.
here.
Why are we doing so bad?
We're getting all the bad rolls out right
Just-
now. We
just
have
wait.
to. All the
Um,
under 10. Roll them out.
So, I mean, he's a little rat man. He was carrying those big boxes all by his little lonesome. They were labeled as ingredients like potatoes. So either he's really strong or there were not potatoes in that box.
Okay. Wouldn't know more than that. I'm not from around these parts. Who knows? All right, I guess. Turns the old man. All right, I guess that's all we got for volunteers. Go.
Okay, going.
Excuse me, elder, man. I recognize your distress. Could you tell us, like, how many kids went missing?
We can walk and talk.
Oh yeah, let's get out of the bar.
He does start walking.
I don't do this.
The old sword
Brandon
can walk and
hangs
talk.
back just a little.
I will denote that. The old man does follow you guys out of the Taciturn. About 4 kids, all roughly teenage years. So, not too discouraged by the rain and the thunder, and equally as willing to believe they're invincible against whatever would take them in a cemetery. You understand? It's not unexpected, but it is still tragic.
You sound like we've written them off already.
Oh yeah, I don't venture. I mean, I've never even been in a cemetery. Do people?
Lucky.
Oh, thanks.
I will create a cemetery for my enemies once I make it to Führer.
Oh my god.
Okay. You're going the wrong way.
Yeah.
I
But
am.
do people disappear in cemeteries a lot?
Not this one, but I've heard stories of it from a few traveling bards.
Oh, like what would make somebody disappear? Like, do they fall down the holes? Do they
We've had bandit issues. There's nothing under our cemetery. We don't even have a mausoleum for.
Oh,
This
not
is
even
not
one?
a rich town.
Oh, okay. No mausoleum.
We farm and we export our farming goods, and sometimes if a kid shows magical potential, we ship them to Caldera Brass, and we never see them again.
Yeah. That happens. I hear that. But I think your name was Adela. I've never really interviewed anybody. That was about the extent of my questions.
Hey, do we have descriptions of these children at all?
They're all Ernie's kids. They're all red-haired, thin, lanky little troublemakers.
Does this guy seem particularly torn up about these kids? Or
He
is
is
this
not. He's
Still
just trying
starting
to
to
do
get
his due
suspicious.
diligence.
How did you find out? Oh, I did have another question. How did you find
Congrats.
out?
I saw them heading in the direction of the cemetery, and I thought they were going to cut across to try and steal from my fields again.
Okay, again. Yep,
So I
noted.
followed them to the cemetery where they disappeared.
How was there like a time like you don't not that I want to assume that you don't move as fast as 14s on foot, but was there any amount of time between when you followed them and they arrived at the cemetery and the disappearance? Like you saw them and then you looked away. You're like, what did you blink? Was there like, what happened?
There was a flash of lightning. I was all but blinded for maybe a second.
Okay, I mean it's been raining. Yeah, that makes sense. Did it seem magical? I don't know if you've seen a lot of magical lightning in your time.
I don't know what magic looks like. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's yeah. Keep it that way. I think.
Keep it that way.
Most functional party ever.
I don't know if he has a choice about that.
Oh no.
We're gonna move away and we're gonna cut back to Brandon here for a moment. Brandon, what are you doing?
Yeah, Brandon like stands up, was like, I'll be like looks at the limit, I'll be right there. And lets them go. And then it's just kinda they move surprisingly quietly for as loud as they talk, and they are like this, they're all of 5'10", right? And he's kind of stocky, but he moves silently and just kind of appears beside Arlen.
Mm-hmm.
So hey.
Jesus.
No, I'm Brandon, but
Great
you can call me
proprietor,
Brandon.
you scared me. Jeez, sneak up on people like that.
I wasn't like sneaking, but I've been told I'm like a cat.
Okay, man.
So what did you know about that?
You saw that, I assume. Are you familiar with the... Of course you're not. It was magic. I was doing magic. I was attempting to divine when that event would occur.
Why?
Because that's my job. I just knew something was going to happen here tonight, and I had to do more digging.
So did like you take the kids?
Did I steal the children just to do that?
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here, friend.
No, I didn't take the kids. I promise.
So like anything else we should like know? Because like if my friend gets hurt there, I'm going to be real mad. And I don't like being mad.
I'm not allowed to tell you.
Okay, that's a weird answer. Like I don't want to be rude, but like that's like a weird answer, right?
I know.
Do you? Oh wait, am I even here for this part of the conversation?
No.
Nope.
That's just
Nope.
Okay, no.
word of God.
I feel like somewhere far away, Lemon's like, "Do you?" And everyone's like,
What?
"Okay, so like, if you know something and you like don't tell me, and like my friends get hurt, I'm gonna like have to come back, and we're gonna have like a talk, and it's like not gonna be fun." So like, I understand if you like can't tell like everything, but like anything I should know.
I can't tell you.
Okay, well if you can't, and he'll turn and go chase everyone down.
Yeah, it does not take you long to catch up to them. This old man is not very fast at all. He is answering questions as he can, but eventually you guys come upon a cemetery. It is very small, and there, to the north-ish of the cemetery, there is a little patch of forest that seems to extend quite a ways. But you can see to the west of it is the fields that he was telling you about, Fern, currently being buffeted by the storm overhead. And the cemetery itself is very quaint. Wooden tombstones sort of dot about 8 different plots. And that is the scene I will open up to you guys. This little piddly little cemetery.
It's beautiful. I've never seen a cemetery. It's not what I expected, but it's nice to witness.
I've never
like,
seen a
never
cemetery either.
Oh wow! I like having new experiences in common with my new traveling acquaintances.
Gonna turn to Adela. Like you've seen a cemetery before too, yeah?
Yeah, and I think we should all focus. We need to be seeing teenagers.
Yeah, cool.
Yes.
Gonna do a scan. Sure, I'm being distracted by the weird trees here, but
So yeah, these trees, you've never seen these trees before. They don't
Oh.
grow where you're from. Go ahead. Anybody who wants to can make me a perception check.
Yes.
I gotta try.
I'm assuming you all have dark vision because that should
That's-
just be an assumption.
I
But you
do.
guys.
So that's good. You will take a just a
Ooh.
-1 circumstance bonus
Okay.
because of the rain.
I will also mention I have blind sight to 10 feet.
Ooh.
That is good.
That's wild.
What
Yes.
do you know? What the conditions of the blind sight are?
I am looking it up right now. Also, I rolled a 16 because the condition bonus negates my modifier. Hold on, I'll look up blind sight for right now. The conditions for
God,
blind sight. I can perceive without eyes. I can perceive my surroundings without relying on sight.
Okay,
That's it. That's all
go
it
ahead
says.
and I'll say if you guys are taking a sort of walk around the cemetery, it's not big enough to justify. So you can go ahead and take your +1 back for that, Adela.
Yeah, that only brings me to 17.
That's fine.
Oh man, that's better than mine.
What did you get?
16. So
Alright,
12
Brandon?
plus 4. Then minus the 1, 15.
I got a natural 19 plus 7 minus 1, so that's like a 25.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Oh my
I thought
god.
my 22 was, or 21, because I had to subtract one, was good.
25 is really good. So
Oh my
Lemon, you
gosh.
are having quite a bit of trouble in the rain trying to sort of make out any details. But the other three of you do see as you sort of patrol, you can make out where the teens would have been running to. It does seem like they were making for the field, but very abruptly, two extra set of footprints just kind of appear, and then all 6 sets of footprints go off and to the north.
Are they like humanoid footprints or like animal?
Absolutely. Yep,
footprints?
they're boot prints. Pretty. One set is pretty heavy. The other one is pretty light. But there are 6 footprints.
Uh-oh. This isn't good.
There was some theories on bandits, right?
There was.
I have seen a bandit from a distance. I have read about them, so this will be scary.
Like what is the orientation of these footprints relative to the surroundings? Like does the sixth set like suddenly appear under like some tree branches or like anything that would seem like somebody
In
had
the
jumped off of
middle of the
something?
cemetery.
So just open. That's
And you know
not
what?
good.
Actually, at a 25, I'll say that's a high enough degree of success for you, Brandon. There is an impact point in the mud behind where the new sets of footprints appear. It's like you would wager a guess, maybe like a javelin or a pole arm had been thrown, and it landed there.
Yeah, so I think seeing, Brandon's like pointing to the north and then seeing Adela like really focusing, like, oh look, like something hit the ground behind them. Like, look, someone went like, whoa, and it like hit. It's too big to be an arrow. Seems like they were chased, so maybe we should like hurry.
Also chase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks at Fern. We should go like predator.
Yeah, I definitely have read about that.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do our best.
Yeah, sir. I think I don't know. I mean, I guess you should stay here. Go back to the tavern or something. We'll figure it out.
What was your name, sir?
You can call me Adelbert.
Mr. Adelbert. It's lovely to make your acquaintance. Me and my companions will do our best, and if we find the teens, they will be sent home. If not, I offer my condolences.
Adela's already walking off toward the north.
Yeah, Brandon's in the woods. Brandon just took off.
Oh,
Yeah, Lemon's following.
I think I have to
Coming?
go. Yeah. Okay, they're gonna start hopping.
Okay. Doe's really, really thinking about actually taking that 20 gold now.
Yeah, this is a lot of work for you. Okay, so we are going to watch camera behind our heroes as they run into the woods in this unfamiliar place, and we are going to sort of pan up and above the clouds to see the moon shining right above them. Uh, that is where we are going to take our break for the evening. So please, by all means, get up, stretch your legs, get another gay little drink. We are going to be back in about 5 to 10 minutes to carry forward with our debut episode. So thank you all for watching. Please stick around to watch our unlikely allies here make haste towards almost certain danger, surely.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
We will be
I'm
back
confident.
Totally fine.
very soon. Have fun. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you all had a lovely break. Were able to get your refreshing, gay little drinks back. Maybe even have a snack or take a bio break if it behooved you. But we are back in a rainy, muddy, stormy forest to the north of the small farming town of Sirandur. Our lovely intrepid heroes, with the promise of gold behind them, have followed the trail of these 14s and two strangers to the north. Um, Brandon and Adela, I will say that you two are keeping tabs on the tracks well as you can in the rain. Adela, especially as you guys sort of move through the woods. Um, you both, on your way through, spot a small tuft of fabric attached to a loose branch. You see that there are disturbed foliage just strewn about the forest floor that would not otherwise be disturbed by just the rain alone. Um, and at a very certain point, you guys come across a, a protruding stone against a tree that has just a little bit of blood on it. Still wet, of course, from the rain. It is watered down and dripping. But the prognosis is looking less and less good as you guys move through the tracks. Uh, get more jumbled and scrambled. It has grown entirely unclear to all of you whether or not these teens were running or moving with these other individuals. Um, but as you guys move through the trees, it gets just a little bit less dense and sparse. The forest seems to be dissipating just a little bit, and I will say, Brandon, with your passive perception alone, you see just a little light off in the middle distance, presumably a campfire. But
Like, we'll reach out and hit Adela just a little too hard. Like, not
Right.
really, just fire.
Okay. Could I scamper up into a nearby tree to get a better vantage point here as to what we're?
you can make an athletics check.
Could it
I'll
be
give you
acrobatics?
acrobatics.
So that's a 0 versus a +6. Okay. 23.
23 is pretty good. Yeah, you make your
We're
way up a
rolling
tree.
in the 20s at level 1. Like, this bodes well.
Is your armor is half plate? Yes.
It is. It is not. It is.
You
It is
guys
half plate.
You guys watch a woman in half plate scale a tree pretty fucking nimbly, if I do say so.
Brandon's jaw,
wow.
drops. Whoa.
It's not comfortable still. All right. So what does this campfire look like from up here in the tree?
Go ahead and make me a perception check. I'll say it's a flat 0 because of your vantage point, and I will give you advantage.
Oh. Okay, that's much better. First one was a 3. Second one is a 16. And I have a +1, so it's 17.
Okay.
I think that's what I rolled before.
Okay. Yeah, you can see very clearly this is a bandits camp. You've seen them before in your patrols. There is a big surly captain with a spear that almost crackles with electricity. And around him are 6 nondescript grunts that are milling about. They have with them small boxes, metal lock boxes with, in the seams, you can see just a light blue glow coming from within them. And you can see the 4 teens are sort of sitting around the fire, cooking rabbit or wolf. You can't tell. Genuinely, this meat has been uh, carved and cut and beaten beyond recognition, but it is some kind of forest animal. Um, they have one big tent. You imagine that is where their captain sleeps. Otherwise, a few smaller tents are strewn about. The kids seem unharmed.
They seem unharmed. They don't like. Do they seem like they're being like forced to be here, or are they just like chilling?
They are smiling,
Okay.
and talking and laughing and joking.
Hmm.
Is this like a natural smiling or like a possessed smiling?
You know what, Lemon Sour, you tell me the difference, and I'll get back to you on that one.
Okay. The
All
wrong
right.
person to ask. Wrong robot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You'll learn
Scamper back
someday
down.
how to smile.
Oh, I don't know
Oh,
if
no.
if it physically can smile.
Oh no.
We're planning to find out.
Oh. Okay, it's now Brandon's life mission to make Lemon Sour smile.
Talking about people who don't smile, I will scamper back down.
Are you smiling when you get
Two
down?
missions.
No.
Okay.
Look
Just had
very
to
dour.
clarify.
Yeah. I will communicate what I've seen, emphasizing that the kids are they're just hanging out. And there is some mad suspicious boxes.
Oh, so they ran away from home.
Oh. Do children often aspire to be a bandit?
I mean,
aspire is a strong word.
run away to join the circus, teenage rebellion.
Okay.
You could just smoke instead, you know?
So we have a situation here. The kids have not exactly. They're not in trouble. Well, I guess they're in trouble, but different kind of trouble. The arcane is not my purview, but there are some boxes glowed. Anybody? You, Fern.
Oh, yes, yes. You said they're just glowing blue.
Yes.
That's
a blue thing.
it's pretty general.
From the description of the boxes, do those sound at all familiar to me?
I'm gonna say no. You've probably
Okay.
never seen anything like this before.
Okay. As you are describing, though, you do see like Brandon put a hand on the egg again. Well, I can like sneak around and flank him.
Yes, that is what I think.
Is anyone else
Oh.
like quiet?
No. I mean,
Okay.
I have different feet, so like I can be quiet, but I just no.
I mean, I think your feet are great.
Well, thank you. That's quite nice. I think I'll keep supervising, watching, witnessing. I think I'm just nervous. I've never faced bandits.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I think I'm just nervous. I've never faced bandits.
You'll like be
Neither have I.
fine. I mean, I haven't either, but I've been in a couple scrapes.
All right.
I know how to though.
I would like to get those boxes, so try not to hurt anybody too badly.
Okay. Is there a plan? Do we just get boxes and run? Are we?
I was gonna shoot him and takes
okay.
the bow off.
Okay. I'm good with that. I can shoot. I have things to shoot with.
Oh,
Does
that's
anyone
cool.
plan on talking?
You're welcome to try.
No, that's not in my programming.
Okay.
Fascinating.
You know that you're like more than your programming, yeah?
I don't know what that means.
We'll talk about it later. Now's
we're
not the
getting-
time.
We're getting wet.
Beep
Let's
boop.
secure the camp. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay. What
Jilla
do
will
you
stay on
guys
this
do?
side. Adele's gonna stay on this side, and I think Brandon said that they were gonna flank around. So
Yeah,
think
I don't know that I'm gonna go like all the way around, but like kind of get off to a side and just kind of be sneaky and like maybe be able to like surprise someone. But I don't want to be too far in case, Lemon needs me.
Okay. So Brandon is arcing around in an attempt to create some form of flank. Adela, you are just advancing forward.
yeah, I'll crouch low. And I'll wait for Brandon to make a round.
Okay. And what are Lemon Sour and Fern doing?
Shaking, kind of hiding behind Adela.
Quaking. In
But
your
like
boots.
Adela's not like 4 inches on me, so.
Yeah. So wait, okay, so Brandon is going around.
I don't
Mhm.
think I'm not going all the way around, but I'm going to kind of go off to the side a little
Okay.
bit so that like 3 attack and then there's like a pronged attack from the side.
Okay.
Maybe they
Uh,
think there's more of us than there are.
Okay. And then Adela is doing that on the other side?
She is staying
Down center
at our
file.
yes. She's staying at our initial approach.
Okay. I think Lemon Sour will go on the other side then.
Okay.
So it's got nice trident going on.
3-pronged
Alright.
attack, bro.
That's
Yeah.
lovely. Why don't you guys go ahead and give me a stealth check to approach?
I
Haha.
have disadvantage.
Applicable armor
I also have
modifiers.
disadvantage.
Well, I got a 17. So
Woo!
Really good.
Got a 19
Cool.
at disadvantage.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
I rolled a 16 and then a
6.
13. Ooh.
6. Great.
10.
Okie dokie. Cool. I'm gonna say the grunts won't get a check on this because they're grunts and they suck. But the bandit captain.
Uh-oh.
Please roll a 1 on insight, Captain.
Adela and Brandon, you are pretty sure that you are moving undetected. However, you
Yeah.
guys watch as the bandit captain takes a sort of scan of the horizon as they're moving. And Adela, it takes you all but a minute to realize that you are approaching them on their attempt to pack up camp.
Mm.
The captain stops, grabs one of his men, whispers something to him, and you see 3 of the men begin moving just a little bit faster as they begin to pack up that metal lockbox and pack up their horses.
How far is it to the direct? Well, what direction did
will-
they look like they're leaving to?
They look like they are leaving in the same direction that they were heading when they came back to camp. They are going back north.
Back north. Okay.
And does it
Uh,
look like the kids are like helping?
Not at all.
pack up?
It looks like they're eating.
Mm.
Oh.
So it would be they're going to leave in the direction that I'm currently facing it.
Yes.
But how far is it from where I am to the other side of the camp?
I will say that you guys could have gotten pretty close. I'll say right now you're 30 feet from the camp, and then the other side of the camp where they're attempting to depart would be about 60 feet from you.
Mm. That's real far. Mm. Ugh.
Can I say that I absolutely see Lemon just like on the opposite side?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Doing a
Perfect.
terrible job at being stealthy. It's like I'm not even trying.
Great. Can't see me because I'm very stealthy, but like
Hmm.
Can I roll insight to see if they've noticed me?
I will not make you roll for that. They absolutely have.
Okay. Then I'm just going to go in.
All right. Lemon is
As-
starting at advance.
soon as I see him, soon as I see it charging forward, I'm gonna like shoot at the captain.
Okay.
Oh boy, yeah,
Adela
we're just
and
going
Fern,
right
are
into
you guys
attack.
gonna queue up any actions?
Well, I'm not gonna let him like hurt you.
Fair. I guess I wouldn't try and talk first. Never mind. Yeah, that was
We've had
that was
enough
my
talks
bad.
about how you're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
My bad. Really sorry if you wanted to try and talk to them first. Yeah, Lemon Sour's going right in. Hey, you have stuff that doesn't belong to you.
Okay, cool. So this is going to be our little experiment for narrative combat initiative. Lemon Sour, you have been made and you move in swiftly. Who are you moving towards? One of the grunts or the captain?
Where is the stuff? The grunts are moving the
The
things, right?
stuff is just a little bit further out of your reach. There are 3 grunts in the main camp that you can reach, as well as the captain, and then 3 grunts about another movements away, up at the horse, where they've sort of put their horses up and they're packing up.
I'm gonna move towards the horses and set them free.
Okay, absolutely. I'll say quick as you need to
With
be
your
for
0
this.
stealth.
A movement, and then your bonus action. I will allow you to make a sort of offhand strike at their tie-ups. Their
Okay.
hitching, maybe.
Okay.
If
Cool.
you'd
Yeah,
like
gonna
to.
rush over. So roll unarmed strike then.
Not unarmed. You can roll with your weapon. I just wouldn't divine smite because this is against rope.
Yeah. Can I divine smite at level 1? I don't think I can.
I think that's a level 2 feature.
Yeah. I'm but a lowly level 1.
I know your spell slots
So-
actually do something at this level.
You're level 1, level 2 to me.
Oh. Natural 19
Oof.
plus 5.
Okay.
24, yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I will say, yeah, you hit the ropes. They are severed from their posts, and the horses begin to sort of startle up. The other 3 bandits, one of them has
Go.
the lockbox sort of hugged tightly to their chest. It is again very clearly a glowing box. The horses begin to make their way away, and they will use their horse movement to move
Their
60
horse
feet away
movement.
from camp. Which means I actually need to add these 3 back to the combat encounter. Whoa.
I'm pretty
Okay.
satisfied with that.
Yeah, that is you guys watch as Lemon Sour runs in, cuts the horses free, and they run.
They very convincing. Go.
Yeah.
Personal favorite.
Oh god.
Okay.
Adela's
Yeah, go ahead.
no. Adela's like stages of grief at this point.
Brandon, I believe you were teeing up a shot.
Yes.
Yeah. This dice has rolled too well, so I don't trust it. I'm switching dice. I want to shoot at the captain, and my bow has 150 at range, so I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Wonderful. You are like 30 feet away, maybe.
Yeah. Like they draw back this huge bow, and they're like they've got a stocky build, but you can see the muscles of their back like going as he pulls it and aims down, and the little wings do a little focus flappy for just a moment. Okay, that is a 17 plus 5. So it's a 22 to hit.
Oh yeah, the arrow is clean and on target. Go ahead and roll damage.
And I'm gonna make him my favored foe.
Okay, absolutely.
Which means I get to add a d4 to my damage to him for the next minute, or until I lose concentration, or until he's dead. You know, whatever happens first. Where's my d8? There it is. Oh, well, that kind of sucks. That is 4 plus 3. That's a 7 piercing damage. As I
Yeah, absolutely. That hits him in just square in the shoulder. He lets out a yell and then turns and shouts commands at the other 6 bandits in this camp. Before he turns back to you, he's going to go ahead and take his turn as a direct reaction to yours.
That's fair.
What's your AC, Brandon?
It's going to be a 15.
15. Okay, that's 1, 2 hits.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
As
Uh-oh.
just reaches into his his vestings and pulls out a dagger. Swift as he pulls it out, it leaves his hand and makes its way towards you. The first dagger is going to hit for 4 points of piercing damage, and the second dagger is going to hit for 5.
Yikes.
Oh, we are so squishy.
I would
Yeah.
die, I think.
Ooh. Oh no.
2 daggers make contact with you. The rest of you see this as the captain begins to react.
Oh, we should have talked.
I mean, I did start this technically. Like, you freed the horses, but
Could I, if
Yeah.
this is, could I? All right, this is getting bad. Could I take as quickly as I can? Maybe
Mhm.
I'm gonna try to move up 30 feet and then teleport to the other side of the camp because I have a face step.
Face step.
So I will take however much movement it takes to then misty step, face step to the other
So
side.
that will get you to where
To
you're
get them
trying to
off.
go.
Yes.
Middle of your face step. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
That is a 14 plus 1 for 15.
Okay, cool. It is for but a split second you face step. You cross into this sort of between realm to teleport, and you are met with an unknowable being before you are once again returned to the material plane and at your destination.
Ooh.
I didn't like that. She didn't like that. There's bigger problems though. Like, 'cause that is who knows where that is. She will reorienting because this is always a thing. Okay. Turn around and she will take with her pistol a shot at the bandit leader.
Okay.
She will try to make this as, I guess she will try to make as intimidating as possible because this is really these odds are not great. I don't know what she will shout. She will shout something. I don't know. She'll shout something, hopefully vaguely intimidating, and then shoot at this guy.
Okay. I'll give you a choice then. You can roll your attack as normal, or you can roll your attack with performance. Or intimidation, I guess, would be more appropriate.
It's the same thing. Okay, I will roll intimidation, try and make them stop.
Okay.
To stand down or something. Oh shit, where'd that go?
runaway dice.
I don't know where it went. Okay. Oh god, that's so bad. That is a 7.
Your shot goes just a little bit wide, and you hear it clink off of one of the tent poles.
The one on the floor was a 5. It was not great either way.
Not better. Yeah, you guys hear a loud ring go off. I'll say Brandon specifically, you've never seen an instrument like this before.
Oh, like almost bleeding out. Whoa.
I have only the one attack.
Cool.
I guess
Fern?
I will stand my ground. That's it. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I don't have anybody to hide behind anymore. Adela has taken action.
I left.
Brandon has been struck. Yeah. Lemon has tried. Um,
I mean, Lemon did good.
Lemon did do great. I think Fern is kind of like there's a moment where she has to kind of like absorb the entirety of this like battleground. Okay. Oh no. I've read about this. I know what to do. Oh, okay. I think it was nope, I have. And then they're gonna kind of look around and finally find Brandon. And is Brandon within my movement speed? Like my movement range?
Yeah,
Like,
I'll say that you guys could have arced it so that you were within a movement of each other.
30? Okay. Awesome. And they'll kind of like hop over to you and then slide and skid on the ground. I need Brandon, can you, and they're gonna put like a little pad of sticky notes that is like it has pre-filled information, like templates, and it's like it says the name of the school, waiver form for health. And there's a box that says, "Are you a construct or undead? Yes, no. Do you consent to being healed? Yes, no." Sign at the bottom. I know this is kind of a big deal, but could you sign? So if I put the pen in your mouth, you're just kind of like, good. Yeah, thank you. And are you a construct or undead?
I don't think so.
Okay, Mark, no. And do you consent to being healed in this moment?
Please, there's like 2 daggers sticking out of this arm.
I'm gonna go ahead. And
More gray
cast...
than green at this point.
Oh, absolutely. Cure
Points, y'all.
wounds.
3 hit points.
Oh, please roll. You... Come on. Don't make me do my own math. 8, 9, 10, 11. You've been healed for 11 hit points.
Wonderful. Brandon, another new thing for you because where you're from, you don't see this kind of magic at all unless you're on the war front. It is almost unnatural, the sort of sigil circle that comes from Fern. You think you can see numbers in it as a constellation forms within it, and there is a sort of, I'm not going to get too graphic with it, just a sort of wet sound as the daggers slide out and your wounds close.
You have magic
Gnarly.
paper?
Yeah, me in a way.
Cool.
Well, that was hard work, and that is my action.
Hey, thanks. Like, slaps on the shoulder too hard.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
1 HP of damage.
I didn't use my claws.
All right. If I understood the rules correctly, since you all have taken your turns and they have lower priority, the rest of the bandits are going to go ahead and go. There are 3 bandits near Adela and Lemon Sour, and 3 bandits in the camp who can see both Fern and Brandon now that you've attacked. So we're going to start with Fern and Brandon. Odds and evens for Fern and Brandon, respectively. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 2 of these are going to go wide at Fern, and 1 of them is going to go at Brandon. Fern, what is your AC?
15.
Okay. Well, good news bears for you is they rolled a nat 1 and a 14. The nat 1 is going to have to go ahead and make a roll against his friend here as his shot goes wide. That does hit.
Rip.
Up. Ow. Oh,
It's like,
buddy.
kill
One of his friends takes a crossbow bolt to the back and collapses to the ground. And then the other one, the shot just goes wide. It whizzes right past you, Fern. You can hear a whistle as it zips past. And then Brandon, that's a 2 on the die.
Amazing.
Yikes.
Yes. Okay, and then at Adela and lemon sour. I'm gonna odds evens these two for you as well.
Drugs in this wood.
Okay. So 2 are to lemon sour, 1 is to Adela. Lemon, what is your AC?
17.
Okay. That is a hit and a miss.
Rip.
The hit is going to be 6 points of slashing damage as this bandit pulls out a scimitar and slashes at you. The other one is the one holding the lockbox, tries to get the scimitar out, just can't seem to dislodge it without letting go of the box, which they have been instructed not to do. And then Adela, what is
do
yours?
do they
Go ahead.
enter my reach to attack me?
I'll
I
say
guess
one
they
of
would
them-
have to.
Yeah.
So okay, so with if I'm reading this correctly, with Polearm
Polearm
Master,
yes.
yeah,
You may use
So-
a reaction to make an opportunity attack against one of them.
yeah. Cool. All right, it's +5. It's 19 on the dice.
Nice.
That is 100% going to hit one of these guys.
Yeah. Is it just a normal attack, or is it the butt end with the polearm?
This will be a normal attack because this is a reaction
Okay.
used to take the attack action.
Excellent. Which one's the D10? This one is the D10. So it's a D10 plus 3. That's an 8 plus 3 for an 11.
How do you want to do this?
I don't want to get too graphic, but Sleepy hollowed him.
Oh,
Ooh.
yikes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, one bandit down to crossbow bolt, one bandit down to lemon sour. You guys are carving up this camp. The
I
one
mean,
with
Fern
the...
should get the kill for the the stray misfire.
we will attribute that to you. The bandits will not be around to dispute it, I don't think.
Thank you.
Your kill count's like going up.
And that's going to be a
Nice.
miss on
Murder
Adela.
bunny.
Yeah, I have an
Kill
AC of
count
17.
Wow.
Okay.
no.
Brandon, since you got to use a reaction and retaliate, we're going to go ahead and, if you would like to act first in this round, you may take another turn.
I don't think I got. a
Oh, sorry.
reaction.
Lemon
Oh, you
sour.
mean
Lemon
That's-
did.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Cool. Then yeah, I'm gonna go after the one who had the box.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like, hey, that's before I attack, just first be like, hey, you should drop that and give it here.
Go ahead and roll persuasion. I'll
Is
say
this
at
gonna take-
disadvantage because you killed his friend. It's not going to
So,
take
I
your
feel like-
action.
Okay, I feel like this should be intimidation.
Intimidation, I will accept as well.
Okay,
I will not put you at disadvantage for that one.
disadvantage. Okay, not so that was 15.
Let's go. The box, you hear the box clatter to the ground. Hands up.
You can run
Gone.
less. Okay. That was definitely Mika that came out there with the blast.
Peace
Uh,
and love.
love
I want
and
is-
peace.
Right.
Lo-
Peace and love.
Yeah. Excellent. Then I'm going to grab the box. Who else is?
There is
There's
one bandit carrying Adela who is nearby because she moved 60 feet towards you.
Mhm.
And then there are 3 bandits in the main camp about a movement away,
Okay,
I'm good.
I'm going to say.
as well as the captain.
Oh, I bet they're going to want to attack to get the box from me.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm going to move. So, okay, so if we were on a battle map, I mentioned there are 3 people between me and
The 3 people are
bandit
more.
king.
The bandit captain is kind of just in the camp. The other 3 have taken up post sort of outside, pointing at Brandon and Fern off in the
Okay.
distance.
Then I'm gonna go straight for the bandit captain,
Of course.
and then do my. Probably gonna get downed, aren't I? Oh well, then yeah, do my attack.
By all means.
That is an 8 plus 5 for a 13.
A 13 is going to hit the bandit captain.
Yes. That is. Oh, another 8 plus 3, 11. Wait, no. I can't do math.
8 plus 3 is 11.
Yeah, 11. And then after the slash, take the polearm and hit him with the butt of it
Of course.
for natural 18
That will certainly hit.
for d4 plus 3.
Murder
That
bot.
is 6 damage.
6
Oh, I'm
damage
feeling
is
good about this.
beautiful. That does make it the bandit captain's turn, yes. We're about to find out if he'll regret this.
Yeah, probably.
Not a
I don't have as
common
many hit points as I thought I would.
Hey, I know those feelings.
Your AC is
Yeah,
what,
I should've-
15?
17.
17. Okay.
How far is Lemon from me?
About
Oh.
30 feet.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Cool. That is going to be 1 hit, 2 hit, and then
So I also
miss.
imagine like I didn't get like right in front of him. I was like 10 feet.
Right.
Since that's the range of my polearm. Yeah.
Absolutely. He will step in, and I'll say, since it's a new round, you can make an opportunity attack if you would like to.
Yes, I am. Opportunity attack.
He unfortunately does
That
not have a
is-
10-foot reach.
As 14 plus 5 for a 19.
A 19
Yeah, these
will
guys are
hit.
doing me real good.
Oh yeah.
I'm very satisfied with this. For that is not making this up. That is a 9. So it's a 9 plus what was it? 9 plus 3
12.
for yeah.
Yeah, he steps forward. Your training kicks in. A program boots up. The halberd is through him. You said it was a halberd, right?
Yes, glaive.
Glaive. My
Basically
bad.
the same
Yeah.
mechanically same thing.
No,
Yeah.
it's a
Get a mood.
classic moving into your space opening. You take the opportunity to stab at him. He gets a couple hits in first, but it is fighting a fighting dead man essentially. So that's there's going to be 12 points of damage.
Oh, I'm down.
Ugh.
You guys watch as Lemon Sour and and the captain take each other out.
That's fun.
Lemon Sour drops the box. It is just on the ground now. And the actions return to you.
I want to book it to Lemon,
Okay.
like right away.
I see the lights go out.
Yeah, you hear like Lemon
Brrr.
sprints for it. The other grunts are like at the edge of the. Are they between us?
Yeah, they are between us. I will say with your 30 feet of movement, you can get around and only take 1 opportunity attack.
Yeah, that's. I think Brandon's gonna start like Lemon, and the half tiefling, half orc like scowl. They're like, get out of my way, and they're just gonna book it towards him.
The one is going to attempt an attack on you. I'm going to guess that a 9 doesn't hit from what I remember.
No,
Yeah, no. Tries to
Yeah.
put the crossbow down and get the scimitar out. Just a second too late, takes a slash at you.
Yeah.
And you are at Lemon Sour.
sprints beside it, drops to his knees, and Fern, you're gonna find this really interesting. 'Cause he drops down, puts puts both hands on Lemon, and this like kind of green energy comes out, and you get like this whiff of like cool, clean mountain air as Brandon casts Cure Wounds and puts 6 points of health.
What?
Describe your magic for us. The magic that B casts is very extremely formulaic and it's
Mhm.
taught. Yours is more natural born.
Yeah, it's like you almost see like it almost looks like vines and lichen kind of starting to grow out, except it's not really there. It's like this spectral kind of bright summery green that fades away after the cracks in the wood start to heal up and mend. And it's like shaking him. Lemon, lemon, lemon.
Oh my, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, beep boop.
Oh, good. And just drops
Oh.
his forehead onto Lemon's casing.
Yeah,
Uh,
Lemon awkwardly pats Brandon's head. Thank
Watch
you.
the horns. Like
Thank you
dripping
so
wet
much.
hair like coming out of the man bun. It's just a mess.
Lemon, where is the plant inside you located?
In my chest, inside like the cleaning sphere,
Okay.
I guess.
It has a new leaf. Because Brandon's magic is connected to nature, the plant that is inside you and connected to your power source has grown a new leaf.
Oh no. It's so sweet.
Okay. I imagine that is
Yeah, that's all I got. My friend's okay. We're
All right.
good.
Thank
which
you.
of you would like to act next?
I'm so sorry, Fern, that you keep. I was ready to be your shield, but Lemon went down.
You
How
did
does-
the right thing.
This bandit captain's like out, right?
Yeah, he's dead.
Or is he still? Oh, okay. Oh, there's still a bunch of guys, bunch of folk around, right?
Yep.
All
And
right.
they seem pretty keen on sticking around, except for the one guy who left.
Yeah.
Can Adela's gonna try this again. She's gonna try and set up, like, she's gonna try and shoot at one of these guys again in
Yeah,
an attempt to
absolutely.
get them to go the hell away.
Mhm.
Intimidation. Wow, I just blanked. I was like, wait, what is that again?
It's an intimidation attack.
It's an intimidation check. Oh my god, I rolled a 4 again, so it is again a 7.
Oh my gosh.
Shot
You
once again
need more
goes
dice.
This is a separate die. This was a different one.
wide. Terrible.
I'm sorry. I took all the good rolls. I'm so sorry.
She's not. I mean, this makes sense. This makes sense, actually. It makes
because
sense.
I feel like she's so over it that it just comes across as more annoyed than threatening.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
It makes sense. She is 5 feet tall. She's
like, I could kill you without trying. Why are you making me do this?
I'm tired. I could be in a tavern right now.
Tired, guys.
It makes sense, actually.
This himbo T-Fork has been talking at me for 3 days. Why are you doing this to me?
All of my gunpowder is wet. It's not very impressive.
It's like mud you pack it into this gun.
Essentially, it's
And it's not a blunderbuss.
no. Ugh.
Fern, anything you would like to do? You have 3 guys
Yeah.
left.
Okay, so I could not recall if we have discussed this, but like, am I okay to use the misfire table for my guns?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Cool.
I remember discussing the misfire table.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we
Um,
are. Welcome back.
Perfect. Okay, so
Welcome back, Kay.
yeah, so the misfire table, if I am I allowed to use that? I have a musket, which some good old muddy gunpowder is being poked into it.
Yep.
And my misfire table is if I roll a 2 or a 1, it kind of
Okay.
goes kabooey.
Yes.
Fern, just a note for you: you use a different material for your gun, aside from gunpowder. Artificers, maker mages have been given access to the special resource that they are plumbing from the weird.
Oh.
It is called You would know this. It is called Flux, and it is some sort of mythical energy source. It is unheard of, and it has been rapidly accelerating Taiyinem in terms of military power.
Does this flux glow blue like that blue in those boxes?
It does have the same glow.
Ooh.
So that's that's a little over the table. I think Fern just kind of like starts to load up their musket, and this blue glow, or is it like raining? I feel like this is like what's such a wonderful scene. If it's like I don't know if it's pouring rain or misting rain, but
It
still.
Do you know how in movies when it's like a really romantic scene and it's raining just way too much? That is how I am picturing the rain in this.
Yeah.
Miserable.
Miserable.
I'm imagining lemon sour dressed as Audrey Hepburn from Breakfast at Tiffany's. End of the movie. Looking for Cat. Yeah, that's how lemon sour looks right now.
Brandon's got like
Identical
the long
twins,
hair
really.
plastered to the face. Like it's all out of the bun.
Oh, absolutely. This rain will do that.
Mhm.
And Fern is a drowned rat, a la Freak the rat.
Are the ears just?
Yeah, the rain is not. Let's see if I can keep I have little wires in here.
I just hear.
Constantly trying to kind of aim their gun. And it's standard issue for maker mages. It's nothing fancy. This one probably should have been returned a little while ago. It's a little out of not out of date, but it hasn't been serviced. So let's go ahead and roll and see what happens. To hit, I really don't understand these dice. Oh, that's a 9 to hit.
Uh-oh.
A 9 is unfortunately not gonna hit.
Rip.
It is not a misfire, at least.
No, it's not.
But you do let off a bullet and it does go wide.
Brandon ducks.
Oh, sorry.
Ugh.
And then if I can move towards Brandon and Lemon, is that possible without encountering the remaining grunts?
It is
If you take the
one
same path-
opportunity attack.
But wait, if they take the same path I did, that guy's used his reaction.
That is correct.
Sure.
You're like smart like that. Like you would notice those things. You take notes and junk.
Yeah, you were able to
so
move
I think
to
with
lemon sour.
perfect. With my remaining option, I'm gonna zoom over there.
Absolutely. All right. The last 3 grunts are going to move in an attempt to stop you guys. This one's going to be against Fern. I don't know why I just blanked on your name. Your AC is 15? 14?
Yeah, 15.
Don't worry. This shouldn't hurt a lot.
Actually, her AC is 17 as Brandon sees this coming and goes like, huh! And one of the little bitty wings like flicks up. And strangely, this like green webbed, it looks like their wing, only it's much bigger and spectral, wraps around Fern.
Oof.
And increases the AC by 2.
Brandon, you have this slow motion moment where you and this bandit make eye contact. The wing expands out, and this bandit gets just a little smirk.
Oh.
No.
As the scimitar
Still
comes
sir.
down at an angle you could not have anticipated. They rolled an 18 to hit.
Oh, I had to try, but your AC stays at that. So if anyone else tries it,
That was sick as hell, though.
Such an epic moment.
Fern, that is going to be 7 points of damage.
Oh no!
Yikes.
It hurts.
Yikers.
I'm so squished. I'm still up, but ow.
The second bandit is going to come at you, Brandon. That's going to bring us to a 19 to hit. Good lord.
that's gonna hit.
That is only going to be 5 points of damage.
Only. We're so squishy.
We got one more. Who does he want to attack?
Why do I not have...
I'm going to send another one at you, Brandon. You're sort of standing over Lemon Sour and guarding
I just
Fern
did a
at the
weird
moment.
wing thing. I'm scary.
But that is a 2 on the die.
Oof.
Nah,
So
nah, bro.
sort of trips over his shoes. That is going to reset the rounds and all that junk. So please, by all means, if someone would like to take the lead, you may.
Okay, how many bandits are left?
3.
I guess I'm going to go at the one closest to me
Mm-hmm.
and attack.
Yeah, you can sort of you just pop up and you can hit them from where you're at. It's 10 feet of reach is perfect.
How creepily does Lemon get up?
Um,
Like, is it just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like up. I don't think Lemon is even fully up before it just like shoves the glaive that away. For a 14.
A 14 is going to hit these bandits.
For yes, an 11. I'm
Uh,
rolling real good with the
yeah,
damage today.
Yeah.
you
Mhm.
cleave another one in twain as
And
your
then-
your glaive meets this guy.
Then with my bonus action, hit another one that's nearby
Yep.
with the back end.
Woo.
For okay, that one probably doesn't hit. That's a 10.
Mhm.
A 10 is only just a couple points off, I'm afraid.
Damn it. Yeah, like in the middle of getting up, Lemon it loses its balance, and so the back end just doesn't quite hit.
Yeah, you ration that one of your rotors must be damaged.
Oh,
But-
probably.
That does bring us back to the group.
Oh, Brandon's gonna like drop the longbow, cross their arms across his chest, and pull out a scimitar. I'm sorry, a short sword and a dagger, and it's just
Ooh.
gonna be like, "Stop hurting my friends, yo!" And let's see. The first one is 17 to hit,
Okay.
and that's gonna be the one that like hurt me, because that's like not cool. And again, is as that one hasn't been hit yet, right?
Correct.
Okay, then I'm also he's gonna be a favored foe.
Okay.
Because I'm like tired of this shit, yo. Okay, well that landed on top of so that's 7, 8, 9 damage plus 3. It's 13 damage on this guy.
How do you want to do this?
Just the short sword just slashes across, and then he's gonna just backhand up to the one that attacked Fern, and that's an 18 to hit,
Absolutely.
but that's with a dagger, so that's only gonna be, I should have saved the favorite enemy for that, but you know, not thinking clearly. That's 7 points of damage.
I will say that is enough to rattle him into sort of stumbling back and just being like, this isn't worth it.
Yeah, just steps completely in front of Fern and just and the tusks, the fangs, the horns, the black eyes, just like, and the little wings, like undoing it all is the little wings just like going.
And he sprints off into the night, into the rain, and you guys are left at this camp with 4 hapless teenagers and a metal lockbox that is glowing.
Just can't blow wet hair out of the face. Oh,
Well, is everybody okay?
yeah. Are you okay? Lemon, you're starts putting weapons away, picking up the longbow, tying the bun back again.
Yeah, I'll be fine. And I'm going to use lay on hands on myself to restore 5 hit points.
Okay.
Yeah, which I'm hoping will like fix like the
that'll
root or whatever that
fix
was
your
bad. Yeah.
that was just a bit of flavor for your like loss of balance.
This is-
Yeah.
No, I love that. Yeah, and so like it's just the clanking, and I bet that like Fern could probably notice this, like just by hearing, could figure out like what's going on as things like realign. Just
Ooh.
Wow.
That sounds like it hurts.
That sounds very
Mm.
efficient.
I don't really know what pain is.
Oh.
I know
Oh,
what it's like to be turned off from taking too much damage, like what just happened, but it's not really painful. It's just jarring.
fascinating. And Fern will also cast their last spell slot for Cure Wounds on themselves. Oh, okay. Okay.
Hey, and is this gonna wave at the teens?
Yeah, Adela is menacing these teenagers.
Good,
Are
good.
scared shitless. They just watched a massacre.
Which I did
I
not
mean,
contribute to at all.
They could have run.
Yeah.
They're looking at you, waiting to see if you're gonna kill them too.
All right, what's going on here?
Hi, my name's Brandon, but you can call me Brandon. This is Lemon and Fern, and I don't think I got your name actually.
Adela, I am of the Scarlet Battalion. So if we're going, you have anything to say? Be a good time.
Please
If you're in
don't
the
tell her that.
Scarlet Battalion, why are you wearing a green cloak?
Oh my god. Just...
But that seems well. We can figure that one out later. Maybe we'll bring those teens back home or wherever they go. Back to the cemetery.
I don't think teens belong in a cemetery.
Oh, that seemed to be. Excuse me. Youths of this area. Go back home to your families, please.
Yeah, we'll go. Just don't tell our families we were here.
Were you like trying to like run away?
No,
Like, I'm not gonna be mad. I just like what?
that they're kind of one of them is thinking about talking. The other ones are kind of like slapping at his back and like being like, hey, don't tell these squares, right? But one of them does look like he's considering maybe spilling the information that they have.
How? Hey, friend. Like, how old are you?
We're well, in order 14, 15, 16, 17.
All right,
Okay.
how about this? Do you know these people's names?
We know the captain's name. We've never seen any of the.
All right. If you tell me, I'm not gonna tell your parents. How about that?
Promise?
Yeah.
Go ahead
You
and
We
got
don't
make
even
a
know who
decision.
your parents are.
Just don't.
Oh,
tell
I
them
do.
that.
I took note of that.
Oh.
You
It's
got like
Ernie.
I know everyone.
this offer expires in like 10 seconds. So you
Okay,
better think
okay,
quick.
okay.
9,
All right.
8,
That's
7,
Captain Nine Lives.
6.
Okay.
Captain Nine Lives. Is he a cat?
One of him is. Anyway, he is from the capital, and he promised us if we could get one of Freak's shipments to him, we could get something from the capital in exchange that's going to help our town. That's what he promised us. And we just wanted to help.
Does your town have a flux operator? Like if we were to and Fernand's just gonna walk over to one of the. Is it only one crate that they took, or did they take multiple?
You don't see any of the actual crates, but there are like 4 or 5 lockboxes.
Right. Whichever one has a particular blue glow.
They all do.
Oh, cool. I will open the one closest. Perhaps we can take most of this and leave a little bit with your town. I don't know what your system and your placeholders, your
Okay, we're not supposed to tell outsiders this, but you said you opened the lockbox, right?
yeah. Was it locked?
Well, no.
Okay.
It's just like it's a lockbox and that it clasps shut. You
Yeah.
open it, you do not find just raw flux in here. You see a syringe with flux in it, sort of just embedded into this foam. It is a swirling blue liquid. It has the same glow as flux, but flux is not liquid.
Mm.
It needs to be liquefied or purified. This doesn't look clear enough to be pure, so it is not clear to you off the bat what is in this syringe.
Huh.
Pick it up and kind of friend roll. Oh, this is not. I will do some tests. Let me find a bag. I've got this bag. What about this bag? Okay, there we go. And I friend would like to take the syringe and carefully put it away.
Yeah, you managed to stow it in a bag. Absolutely.
Thank you. Adding it to
Do
my
I-
inventory.
Have I ever heard of this Captain Nine Lives guy?
Go ahead and roll a
Ugh.
history check with advantage.
Pray to the dice gods.
Oh, no. Dice gods are taking your taking your stuff.
Dice gods said yeet.
Yeah, you could hear that one. That is a 15 plus 2 for a 17.
You have 100% heard of Captain Nine Lives. He is not 1, but he is 9.
We're in trouble.
Very famous in the bandit rings of crime. Captain Nine Lives is an offshoot of 9 different simulacrums of the same guy, and they have
that's
formed
so
a
cool.
criminal empire in Taiyunem.
I love it.
I start looking for any identifying information on this guy, like anything
On
that could,
Captain Nine Lives,
on his body, or
Uh,
anything that might have been. I mean, if it's similar,
you-
I wouldn't know that. I don't know.
you search his body. You find identification papers written in thieves' cant. You would wager, sort of this indiscernible version of Imperial that is
Mhm.
gibberish to the discerning eye. You find a letter of requisition of this stuff. It is not called flux. It is called arcane.
Mm.
It does not say in this letter of requisition what it is, but that a few different people, like the serpent and the fox, were requesting it in the capital.
Mm.
Aw, women, they were just like trying to do like a civic duty, like trying to like help out your town is like a great thing.
I
Um,
don't understand. I mean, my civil duty is to kill things.
oh, is
Please
it?
don't kill us.
Oh
You
no,
stay-
like
you go.
They run.
How? Wait,
Jeez.
no. How does this village need help?
One of them stops, turns to you. Have you seen our village?
Not
It's
really.
fair
I
point,
had
fair point.
I had stew.
we saw the
was-
tavern.
He was just
Yeah.
gonna bring us money for that stuff,
No.
like a lot
Oh,
of money.
You just need your economy to be bolstered.
We need to not be ignored by the king and his men.
The Mountain King's ignoring people?
Who?
Huh?
The
King
king in the
Cantor?
capital.
Who? I have. I
King
can
of-
give you 2 gold. Will that help?
Don't give it to
One
the.
of their
to the
eyes
youths.
goes really wide. Yeah, absolutely, it would help.
I have read that when you are of a young age, you do not have the responsibility necessary to regulate your spending. Perhaps there is like an equity fund that we could donate to.
In the background, Adela's
Yeah.
literally still going through this guy's pockets.
The nerdier, quieter of the four brothers sighs and goes, "Our dad has a trust fund."
Okay, we'll drop this off and we'll speak to your parent Ernie.
Yeah.
You can't tell him what we were doing.
Oh no. This is just we are investors.
We're investing in the youth of tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Both the youth of today, the adults of tomorrow.
Let me get that down. Wow. That was really good, Sour.
Yeah.
Just making like eye contact with these kids, like
The kids run off. They return to town.
We're never going to find them again, are we?
You have sort of these pieces laid out in front of you. The kids join these bandits in an attempt to bring them this stuff, this arcane. The man you're traveling with was not serving that lady potatoes, and I think most interesting of all, in a town where they were that desperate for gold, why does Doran have 20 gold to offer you for doing this?
Huh. Didn't put that together.
Huh. Hey, Fern, you seem like really smart. Do you know what this is? And Brandon stacks two of the crates on top or two of the boxes on top and just like, wow, they're really light. I thought that Freak was really strong, but they're not heavy.
Yeah, it's not really like potato heavy. It's more like
And it's holding them weird because trying to avoid hitting the egg.
Oh gosh. What would be a exact description of flux?
So flux is a crystal. It is, at its essence, just from what you've been taught about it, a liquid that crystallizes over time like a stalagmite in the weird. It is a very volatile and dangerous substance and does have to be transported like these syringes are being transported. But the seal on those crates would have been much better than these lockboxes because flux is an explosive substance. It is an energy, almost raw and pure and perfect, created energy in this place. And it has been powering Caldera Brass for the better part of 5 years.
And remind me that flux is very recent in the way that the Fae. Yeah. Okay. Reiterate that from Fern with some more stuttering and poorly placed words. Yeah, so the idea of this being in a syringe is, well, that's simply preposterous. I couldn't imagine injecting this. The results would be, well, it's simply untested. The theories are not kind, though.
Do you think it'd make you magic?
For a short while before you explode and die.
Oh, that's not so good.
Yeah, explode and die is not my favorite of the side effects.
I like not being dead.
So, as you have the authority in terms of the law, Adela, do we return this back to Freak? Because we still need a ride to the capital. I don't know what to... Morals are really hard to quantify.
I mean, Freak really shouldn't be having it. You know what I mean?
Who does it belong to, though? Does it belong to the capital? Does it belong to the king? Is it ours since we found it? I've heard of finder's rights. Never found anything to claim.
I don't think finder's rights counts when you killed the previous owners who stole it from somebody else.
That is a lot of things in the world, but yes, I understand your meaning.
I really don't know. This is not my purview of things. I don't deal in this sort of thing.
I mean, so like if we bring it back, Freak is gonna be mad that we like don't have him in the crates because he's like gonna
Potentially.
assume that like we know what it is and like one is missing now and like we were supposed to get like gold for like helping, but like they
Uh-huh.
need gold. So
Beep boop.
how far are we from the capital? Because like it
Uh,
should be way more mountains if we're close.
The rest of you would know that the capital is maybe 2 more days travel away. If the weather stays clear, a day and a half.
I mean, what are you suggesting?
I mean, I don't
Very interested in where this train of thought is going, Brandon.
I mean, I don't know, but like Freak's gonna be mad.
Uh-huh.
Okay, check.
And the hot lady who runs the tavern, she's gonna be mad.
Doran. Check.
And so there was this guy,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah.
who like was like counting down
Uh-huh.
before the guy ran in and started
Uh-huh.
yelling about the teens.
Uh-huh.
And I asked him, like, hey, what's up with that? And he said, I can't tell you.
Oh, did he say that it was like school secrets?
He said it was his job to know, but he couldn't tell
Fascinating.
me. And I asked like twice. And that's like a lot.
Third time's the charm.
Oh, is it?
Is it?
That's in my memory banks. Yeah.
Well,
Noted.
at any rate, we have to go back. Can't be hanging out here in the rain.
Yeah, it's
I
still
mean-
coming down.
Yeah, so it seems that regardless, we have to go back to the tavern.
Yeah.
At the very least, that's where my horse is, and I would like to not leave without my horse.
You have a horse?
It's the one that I rode in on.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Is it nice?
No. It's a
Oh.
horse. They're not very
Horses
nice
can
animals.
be nice.
I've met a nice horse. I've met lots of
Alright,
nice
let's-
horses.
Well, we can meet him
Okay.
at the tavern where we have to go.
I wouldn't know. I've never met a horse. I just, after
Oh,
talking to
lucky day.
Brandon, I feel like anything can be nice. Even
Yeah?
bandits.
Adele was like doing the math. It's like, how have you not met a horse when there are like several of them in the caravan?
I
Caravan.
guess, yeah, I guess I just freed a horse. I just freed several horses.
Completely.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's
I've never talked to them
No.
though.
it's like
I've never taken the time to really speak
Well,
to them.
well, we, regardless of what we are doing with this information, we need to bring the box with us, whether or not we're returning it, or we're keeping it, or bringing it to Cap. I don't know. It's not really my experience with this.
Might I suggest,
Yes.
I did the math
Please.
on how my morals would resolve this situation, and I do believe that if we kept one box for all of the
Mhm.
effort and the work that we have done, I got injured. It was horrible.
Yes.
I think that that is
Yeah.
a decent recompense, and we could return the other two, therefore not entirely going against the law, which isn't really technical law, but I think there is something to be said about following some set of rules while still walking a
Mhm.
fine line of your own needs.
I feel like this is a very good experience for you.
Yes, yeah. I mean, the math is, and there's just like charts and like
Yes.
X equal Y.
I think. I'm just thinking about Adela's 9 whiz right now.
Hmm.
I don't think she's ever thought through anything to even imagine drawing a flowchart of like 7 pages of flowchart to make one decision. So right now this is very okay. We need to, this is horrifying to her. This is horrifying.
Brandon has ridiculously high whiz and is still like slow blinking.
So okay, I think this is a plan. This is a plan.
Okay.
We need to go back to the tavern.
Okay.
We will keep a box if it is amenable to the rest of you. I guess we will meet my horse.
Oh, yes. Okay, good. All right,
I
that
don't-
down
Looking
for
forward
you.
to it.
Yeah.
I
And
get
Brandon is like kind of absently touching the one little wing that reached out, like looking 1,000 miles away.
she's very tired. She's very blown away by just she's been herding cats for like I guess the better part of 3 hours now, and it's
Maybe I
like,
don't
what-
know what a horse is.
You guys have a plan. Keep a syringe and return to Freak. And hopefully continue on to Gora. Sorry, hold on. Gorashin. We watch the rain slow down as you guys discuss this to a more gentle drizzle. And we pan again back up as the clouds part way. The moon peeks just barely through the cloud and lights up the night for you. But that is for next time, I think, to advance forward with our little tale and figure out where this arcane is going and why is Freak selling it, and also maybe where did he get it?
yeah, it's
Among
a
other
good
things,
question.
we will
Yeah.
find our friends traveling next week. Not next week, 2 weeks from now, allegedly.
Do we level up?
Pawn. Do you one session?
The
in, do you
immediate
level up?
question.
Yeah. One session in. Yeah.
No.
You just want divine smite.
No,
I do.
I got a delayed paladin. Having divine smite is not possible.
That's how you balance it.
Thanks everyone so much for watching, and thanks to my wonderful, lovely cast. I've been so excited about this cast for so long, and it is finally come to fruition. I love this world. I love this game, and I'm very excited to see where you guys go with this. I am going to go around and give everybody a chance to reintroduce themselves, let us know where we can find them on the internet, and allow them to plug anything they would like to plug. And we're going to go ahead, same order as last time. We're going to start with me passing the microphone over to Kay.
Hey, well, I am Kay Purcell, she, they pronouns. You can find me all over the internet at KDamphyr, KAYDAMPHYR. And of course, over at my channel, Chaotic Wholesome Presents, where we do all sorts of TTRPG stuff, including the Table Talk Show every Tuesday, which is all things TTRPGs from indies to intersectionality. You could find me every other Wednesday over on the Emergency Bar podcast, which is a homebrew Starfinder campaign where I play the worst character in existence. They are just a problem. And right now, you can find me over at 12-Sided Stories with the incredible B. Zelda, who I think is there on the overlay, where we are playing the Candlestick Crimes, where we are both playing very different characters who are very capable thieves. We are a fully functional party. It's fine. We have lots of things coming up. A lot of them I can't talk about yet. But thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you, JT. This was super fun. And I can't wait to learn more about this world and these mysteries, even though if Brandon hasn't grasped the half of it. So.
All right, we're going to take that mic and we are going to drop ship it via Amazon over to Mika.
Hi, I'm Mika. I'm still doing things. I'm the co-creator of the Crit Award nominated channel Roll D5. You can find me over there most of the time. You can find me on Threads, Mika_Macintosh, or Twitter at Goggleboy. Goggle like the main characters in Digimon. Yeah, I joined Twitter early enough to be able to snag that handle. Yeah, you can catch me Mondays over on Talking XP. Or Spotify and The Heart is a Dungeon, where I play a Fey Corvid with a very similar voice to Lemon Sour. Um, I'm overwhelmed by I'm lots of places. The end.
All right, and we are going to take the mic, disassemble it, and send it to Gina as a build-it-yourself kit.
Oh man. Hi, I'm Gina. That is with an E, pronounced as if it's with an I. I am not doing anything other than this currently. If you want to keep up with whether I'm doing something in the future, you can find me on Twitter at underscore Gina Than, like Jonathan, but with Gina. In which I just mostly retweet things that I'm involved in. And that's it.
That's wonderful. And then we are going to put the microphone in a drone and fly it over B's house and drop the mic.
I feel like international air might have something to say about that, but I have no idea
That's
how
too
that works.
bad. That's too bad.
We make the rules here.
Right? Hello, all. I've been B Zelda, your non-binary busy bee. You can find me on all socials as B Zelda underscore. I wrote out what I'm doing because I don't often remember. So if you are interested, you can also catch me on a 12-sided stories with the fabulous K, and that I believe is available on Spotify or wherever you really listen to things. I am a co-GM on Rentec Riders, which is available on YouTube, as well as Legacy of Mana. I believe if you check out six-sided so many names and like numbers and names make my brain just yeah. Well, you'll have to look up Runtech Riders to figure it out because I can't remember what the channel is called. I have also done. I'm going to be technically I was streaming right now as well. I pre-recorded a couple of sessions for Gen Con TV where I'm playing the Crowned. That'll be out next Friday as well. I recently got a writing credit for a wonderful queer-based mimic tabletop adventure called Mimiclandia. And I was a judge for the New Jersey Web Fest. So if y'all like voting, go vote because I listened to a lot of amazing podcasts, almost, I think, 40 podcasts.
I think
A lot of them were so good. So
I think
good.
the Heart is a Dungeon is in the New Jersey.
That
Yeah.
sounds like something I might have come across. There's a lot of them. And some names I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, we've interacted before. I know you. And then some I'm like, ooh, this is new. I have to follow it. So that sounds like that's really exciting. I can't like say too much, but I think y'all are gonna do well.
No.
And then lastly, I am the community manager for a video game company called Kitten Cup Studios, where we are making a game about making tea for cats. I turned my TV off by accident. Wow, we're doing great. Thanks. Follow me, and this was so much fun.
And that leaves me. I was your proprietor tonight. Uh, I've. This is my first game GMing on this channel. It's my channel. Um, we've been going for 7 months and we've been going strong. We have a lot of really cool, fun shows coming up. Let me tell you about them. First, tomorrow we have our second episode of Blooming in the Rot, an Invisible Sun campaign that you can see me in. That is run by my wonderful, amazing partner Kian. It is a very lovely, weird, beautiful campaign, and all of our characters are so fun. I am playing Stellan Faust, who is a deal maker and a jackass. On Tuesdays, including next Tuesday, we have They Call Us Villains. It is a masks horror actual play run by JD from over on Live from the Apocalypse. He has been running that. They got some pretty interesting news as well today via our business email, which I'm excited about. And then on Thursdays, every other Thursday, you can find God Complex, a Girl by Moonlight mix between Pacific Rim and Neon Genesis Evangelion, where we are all mecha pilots piloting dead corpse gods, fighting leviathans in space. In that one, I am in that one as well, playing a guy stuck in a time loop, and he just doesn't know what to do about it. It has been very fun. You can find us here bi-weekly. We have a bunch of fun new shows coming up as well. And I have a few games I want to stream, which I feel like I might be allowed to co-op this channel for. So we will see what happens then. Otherwise, you could find me running the Beacons extended game, Beacons Royal Flush on High Shelf Collective every other Wednesday, including next Wednesday, and in Nova on Lost Caravan on the alternating Wednesday. Uh, that's all I can remember. That's all I'm going to plug for now, because if I continued to do that, it would be forever. Remember, we are running a charity drive for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. None of us are free until we're all free. Donate if you can. It is a big, important cause to me, and I feel I can say for most people that participate in this channel, it is a pretty big, important cause. You could join our Discord if you want to hang out. We do fun nerd stuff sometimes. Once I'm done moving, we will do community nights again, where we either watch something or play games together. It's been a lot of fun running this channel. We are going to go ahead and raid our friends over at High Shelf Collective. They are doing their episode 1 of their Sigil and Shadow actual play over there. I think it's a mini series, but thank you all.
I have already dropped Brandon art into the Discord.
Yes.
If you need to see the weird himbo.
There is real Brandon art in the Discord. Thank you all so much for watching. We will see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everybody.